Back in Week 11, the Seahawks lost a blowout in their last matchup against the 49ers. Can San Francisco sweep the series? Find out next.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And incomplete to open things up. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play action. It's Burrow. touchdown. It's complete. Dallas Goedert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now left side on the swing pass. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 17 carries, 63 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
They'll try the left side. Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. taken at about the 16. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
McCann now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Niners, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked. Lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Burrow looking to pass to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. 1st down, here's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. On 1st down, it's Carson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Higbee. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. A solid 1st half for him, and so far a good start to the 2nd half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help help offset the one interception.
Absolutely. Just that one pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Burrow's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. To the air again, Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play. I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. This one to the left to Higbee. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Escaping the pressure right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. That one looks like he'll throw here. eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Dallas Goedert with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily.
Now Burrow loses the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flush to his right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goedert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 41-yard line. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the 49ers, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.